Hi guys, welcome back to this space. Karibuni sana. Where I'm seeing myself being this big. Guys, I know you're asking, why am I not giving you vlogs? Like vlogs. Guys, I can't give you vlogs. Imekata. The videos are giving Zimbabwe added to Malawi on top. I can't vlog with this TV of mine because the quality is so much poor. But if you put it somewhere, fix it somewhere, sit down and talk, it will give you the justice. Karibuni sana to the new people who are here. Karibu sana, feel welcome. Here we share positive things, we are happy, we always laugh, we also give ideas. If you have an idea, kindly bring it on. Yeah, so we share a lot and we talk a lot. So you've seen our today's topic. Well, I think that's the biggest this is the largest or the biggest things that we women ignore. I think our red flags are maroon, or maybe my red flags were maroon and I ignore them. We tend to ignore these things so much. Sometimes we tend to think maybe these things are, I can say, ghosting, and the red flags we see, they are killed by the word maybe. You see, maybe Pauline is going to change on this, maybe this is going to happen, let me give you time, this is going to happen, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this phrase called maybe destroys a lot of things. I would love to be that person who says no to things. Like, no, I'm not giving it to you. Like, no, I'm not doing. Like, no. I'm not here to make anyone happy. I'm not here to make people feel loved or feel good. No, I think I could have stayed to who I was before. I was a very aggressive person, by the way. I remember one day we went doing when I was doing modeling, we would be told that we're going to do a bikini shoot, and I didn't mind. I didn't even care what people would think about me at the end of the day. And I would go and rock in that bikini and walk and a 6-inch shoe, and I was like, yo, this is the life I want. You couldn't have changed my mind on what I want. When it comes to event, I would turn up being that girl. I would be that. And then that time I was so skinny, like I was so small, but I had what I wanted in life. Like, I was a go-getter. If I truly want to do this event, I will truly do it. Life changed at once, and now I just found myself in this world of being controlled and being told, you don't have to do this, you can't do this in this space, you can't dress like this in my house, you can't drink this in my house, you can't have these friends in my house, you can't do this in my house, you can't, and at the end of the day, you find that all the friends that you had, even if they were single or married, they all drop off. You're left alone. The things you could buy for yourself, maybe make your hair like twice in a week or twice in 2 weeks, or whatever you want to do with your hair, it was up to you. But now here you can't even fix your hair. Sometimes you're convinced, oh, when you look natural, you look super good. I love you when you're natural. I'm always natural, but I was putting makeup on those days. I would put makeup and I looked good. Put a lipstick, I'd put eye pencil, I'd just put foundation on my face. I just give it a simple bit and that's it, and I looked good. But now the space of, I don't like this makeup, I don't like lipstick, you look like a ghost, you look like this, you look like this, I love you when you're natural, or when you make your hair like this, you look bad, when you do like this, in such a controlled life. Those are the things that I didn't see first when it came to falling off of my friends. They are party friends. You have party friends, you have those friends that you can look up to, and you have that one friend that even if shit happens, may it be shit or something, anything that happened in your life, that person is always there for you. But even dropping all those people who are there for you, lose everything. That was one thing I should have seen long time ago, and be like, I have my life. At the end of the day, I have a life that I could have embraced and be me, not try to change myself to please people or look perfect to some. I saw it. I didn't understand it. I saw it, but now, you have to tend to lean on one side. Oh, let me just do this to please this person, not to look bad. And that's how you lose your friend. Now, coming out to this disastrous life, and when you have life is changing and things are changing, now you're going back to look for those friends who just look at you and you're like, yo, when you got married or when you got a partner, you changed on us, you started avoiding us. Even if we call you for baby shower, we call you for party, for coffee, for dinner, for girls out, you're like, you can't go because you have a partner. We can't go. So you're coming to look for us now when we also have moved on with our life. We just forgot about you. You're not there for us. Either way, even if life happens sometime, you're like, oh yeah, to be honest, I avoided these people. Financials. Do we need to talk about finances when it comes to red flags? We truly don't need to talk about that because it's massive. It's massive. It's the biggest of them all. It's the biggest of them, even in friendship. To be honest, when it came to finances, I was tend to be shown that paying bills was more important than any other thing in life. Like, why do you have to buy a 2,500 shoe whereas you know we have this bill? Why do you have to do this? Because we have this. The money that I have is for paying this but not doing this. Even hiding money, you know, you hide money and you're like, oh, I can't tell you I have this certain amount of money because you start budgeting for it. No, I don't want you to budget on my money. My money is my money. I have so many bills I need to pay. You can't budget on my money. But at the end of the day, my money, now I'm talking about my money. You will budget for it the way you want. Or you start giving me 1 week, 2 weeks prior to my pay. You start giving me bills, a very big list, and not trying to show me or convincing me that you have so much to pay that for me, the bills that I have, they're nothing. So your bills are so mega big that I have to chip in and do things, you know, and do things. So you're like, at what time of life will you ever have money, like have a coin? You know, sometimes I used to feel bad to a point that I say I want to pay for my transport, I want to do this for myself, I want to do this. If I have to pay a bill, I need to pay only this. But now it brings fights. Oh, you're becoming annoyed because you know you're about to be paid. Any stories come up and you're like, you have no control of anything. No control of your money, no control of your happiness, no control of your friends, no control of anything. And you know, let me tell you guys, I'll tell you this for free. Before, I used to tell my friends, being in a space where there are kids and everything, it feels good because a person respects you. Regardless of that, life has to move on. They have to see another different person in you, you see. But now, it never happened that way. It never happened that way. In fact, that's when now you put yourself in the deepest. You put yourself in the lion's den. Like, oh, I'm here. Come in, feast on me. The fact that people don't see you as if you have value in life, it's a name. It's a name. There is one phrase I was ever told and I will never forget. A third or fourth. Let me say, I was meant to be a fourth priority. In terms when things were good or things are bad, I was always meant to understand you are a third priority in my life. So you can't pass this side or you can't pass this boundary here. Always know your space. As a wife, you should always be the first. You should be always that person, the first space in that marriage. You should always be that person. But now you're meant to believe that you're nothing. You're not my first priority, no a second, third. You're just a fourth priority. Yeah, and so you being a fourth priority, there are things that even if you demand or ask for, you'll never get. You know, it's like an option B. If people take you to be an option B in their lives, your girl, you're just wasting your time. No day they'll ever put you as an option A. Bitch, you're just messing up your life. Move on. Move. Mental health is also the best thing that you could ever have. But that's one of the things that I just kept quiet and kept fighting with my parents about it when it came to mental health. Because I would always sit down and think, always cook things in my head. If my parent call me right now, what am I supposed to tell them? I cook so much things in my head to a point that I was always defensive. There is no day I ever said, oh, Pauline, I'm me, Today I'm me. I need to be Pauline. So even if my mom calls me, my dad calls me, my brother calls me, I can speak what is in me without looking for a lie. You see, I remember there's a time that we had financial issues, and my mom kept on following and asking me and teaching me on how to save for a rainy day, kept telling me about saving, kept telling me about so many things. And anytime my mom asked me something when it comes to finances, I would lie to my mom. Oh, you know, this happened. Oh, mom, you know, this happened. Oh, mom, this. Oh, mom, that. Oh, mom, this. Oh, mom, that. And the reason that happened is because you couldn't ask your partner about their finances. Like, how do you even plan for your husband's or your spouse or your boyfriend finances? You can't. And not that you can't plan for it, but the fact that they've showed you, my money, keep off my money. What do you want to know? Why do you want to know what this business is giving me? What is this client giving me? Why do you want to know? For me, I was always open. I would say, oh, you know, I always get this is what I get at the end of the month. So if we have to budget, let's budget on what I have. This is what I have. Sometimes I have bills, I have loans that I pay, but even after having all these bills that I have to pay for my side, because we always have bills, so what I have for my side, it's nothing compared to you. So whatever bill you have, at the end of the day, you know you have to pay all these bills, these big bills. So you tend to feel, oh, I have these bills, I have to pay. So you need to pay the rest of the bills, or you need to chip in these. You should contribute on 1, 2, 3. I'm not saying that it's bad contributing or helping your spouse, but there is a limit. There is not, I'm going to have an incentive. Oh, that's when you go broke. That's when you don't have school fees. That's when you have no rent. That's when you have a car repair. That's when you want to do this. That's when you want to start farming. That's when you want to do this project. That's when you want to buy this. That's when and I'm like, even the few coins I thought I will have, the extra coins that I'll have, will help me in sorting my mom's bill, my friend's bill, my personal things, my hair, my everything, my shoes, my, you know. But at the end of the day, these things don't happen because you tend to feel that you need to pay these bills. You should chip in. You should not do that nonsense of buying clothes, buying shoes, buying this, doing this, that, you know. All that kind of thing was one of the most pissing off. All the times on loans, all the times you're broke, all the time you have nothing, all the time is borrowing. Do you know, you borrow to a point that even people look at you, you're like, oh, help me with this, help me with this, help me with this, help me with this. Every day, my brother, give me 200, give me this, give me this, give me that. And when you come and pile up these, the borrowings that you have done, you tend to see even whatever money you're going to get at the end of the month, because things have been purchased on your salary, whatever is coming, even whatever you borrowed cannot even pay. You can't pay it. And it was so sad for me, and I'm still recovering for that, ignoring that red flag and painting it maroon. I'm still recovering out of that. You know, there is something called act of love. You know, when you have act of love, I've always been that person who speaks my mind, and if I know things they're not good, I'll just keep a distance, or maybe I'll tend to say sorry. I hate enmity. I hate staying with people that I value so much. Even at work, if I see my colleagues that we spent the whole day with, they're not happy, I tend to know why you're not happy, what's the problem. And if that person is not ready to talk, I always say, oh, I hope I'm not the one who has made you annoyed. I hope I'm not the one who has caused this. So let me hope you're going to talk to me and get to know what's happening. Maybe I can help. And if I'm the problem, then let me know, talk about it, and let it go. That's always me. But now, in a space where you can't laugh, in a space where you can't be happy, you can't do anything, it's so boring. Like, oh, you know, you can't do this space, you can't put flowers here, you can't do this, you can't put this type of a carpet, you can't bring this type of chairs or curtains or anything in this house, you can never put flowers in the house, you can never, because that person tends to show you that you have no say, you can't say anything, like you have no say on anything. How does that person make you feel you're so worthless to a point that you know nothing about life? You know nothing even about you. They tend to know you. They know you so much to a point that even you don't know yourself. And there are so many circumstances and there's so many circumstances that have happened and situations whereby even when someone asked me, Pauline, what's your take in the next 5 years, you're like, do you truly want to know what my take is after 5 years, or what I'm thinking of, or where will I be in 5 years? You truly feel you're blank. The reason why you're blank, it's not because you don't know, but because you have been forced to know that you're inferior. Whatever you talk is garbage, is trash. You can't say it. You can't say it. Yeah? Even your own name is trash. Even the way you talk. Do you know you have a Kimeru accent? Do you know you have a Kimbere accent? Do you know the way you talk is fake? Do you know you forge how you speak, how you twang, how you laugh? You're never real, you're ever fake. And do you know when someone tells you you're fake, you get to tend to understand, oh, where you're coming from? Because someone who loves you can never tell you you're fake. I don't think so. But when someone starts seeing you're fake, or whatever you're speaking or talking is garbage, then. But do you know, even by the time you get to that car and you're going to visit somewhere, there is no even vibe. There is no mood. Zero mood. Because people have their anger issues. You can't be happy. You can't even ask for something. You can't even, like, oh, I've seen that car. I remember there is one day I made a comment over a friend's car. And I said, oh, do you know so-and-so bought a car like ours? But theirs is the current generation, or the current cars that are in town. Because our car was Mercedes. So that person had bought the current version of Mercedes that are trending right now. And how even do you tell me that you don't care of how I feel? You don't care of how I feel, the bills I have, the things I have in my mind. I'm trying to put this family together, but it's not working. If you truly feel that you're not comfortable with what we have or what we are getting, kindly go and stay with them. If you love them because of the car, or because you're admiring them because they have car, I have not that money, go and stay with them. And I'm like, you can never say something. You can never compliment anyone. You can never say in fact, so if that person who you truly think you have and has no time for you, nothing, no time for you, no nothing for you, yo, sweetheart, a very big red flag that I never saw. That one, I truly even not paint it maroon. I think I painted violet. I don't know what I painted that. Purple? Let's see. Another red flag that we women tend to, I think it's not women, but what we are told. You know, the version where you're told a woman is always the one who puts up a family. Like, you cannot leave your marriage. You cannot leave your house and go. Like, a woman is there. A man provides for the family. A woman builds the family. In fact, a home is built by a woman. For me, I tend to think that's a scam. Currently, it's a scam. Reason being is, you're here busy building the family. You're busy holding things up together. You've even accepted to take charge of other things that even they don't concern you anywhere in your life. I think I'm never going to do that. If I ever get married to someone else, I think I should be me and show my personal interest in this marriage. Because being that woman who you've told you should be submissive to your husband, you should do this, you should never quarrel, you should be the one saying sorry, you should be understanding, you should be listening. That's garbage. To me, it's garbage. I'm not trying to break anyone's house, but that's garbage. Reason being is, I've always been that lady who is always making things happen as a woman. With the powers of a woman, I'm trying to make that thing happen. I'm trying to take charge of control of the house. But now when your house help or the nannies that you have, they have powers, they have authorities over you. Not because I'm weak, not because I'm not vocal, but because they're given powers over you. At no point will you ever find a woman being able to stay with a nanny in the same house. You'll definitely fight. The things you talk or how you approach a nanny. For me, as long as I pay you, The fact that I don't mistreat Nani, I've never been bad to a nanny, but as long as I pay you, you need to do your work. I don't pay people for sleeping. I don't pay people for just misusing things. As long as you do my work and you've done it perfectly, I have no issue. Wake up at 7 if you want and finish everything, every single bit of the work that you're supposed to do in the house, or what I'm paying you for. You're finished within 2 hours, and the rest of the day you want to sleep, I have no problem. As long as my work is done, no issue. But I don't think as women, because we have periods, and because Nani has period, I also get periods. So you can't start comparing me with Nani. Oh, when you have your periods, you normally feel bad, you feel sicky, you sleep. So because Nani has period, she has to sleep as well. She can't work, she can't wash the house. And I don't understand how it's not me who is saying. At least if I say, oh, you have your periods, it's okay, you go have a rest, I'll cook. Sleep when you have your periods. You also say you're sick, you don't feel well, you don't do this, you don't want to work, you don't want to do this. So same thing to her. She has a period, you need to work. How on earth do you even know your Nani has periods? Like, as a man? How on earth? How? Wow. So for me, that's a red flag that I thought one day I have definitely to share, and I have to talk about it. If I was just a visitor in my house, I truly felt that. And it was so bad to a point that I had no say in the house. I had no say. I just saw communication from one person. And, you know, when someone truly shows you you're nothing, or you truly don't have the powers of anything in the space, they tend to make the nanny as their, I don't know, is it happiness or something? Because once you communicate, you can't call me home. Are the kids done homework, or has this been done, or this? Why do you call Nani to ask things in the house? Why don't you call me and ask me, oh, this and this and this was supposed to be done, was it done? Or this and this supposed to be done, was it done? Okay, that was a maroon red flags to me. So basically, I have so much I can talk about the red flags that I saw, but I never took them serious. But I don't know, if God gave me the grace to see them, to come and face the world after giving birth. I don't know if it's the pain that I felt, or the things, my mental health that had crashed, and the red flags that I saw, and I said, no more, I don't want this ever to happen in my life. So if I'm going to die, let me just die. And I'm happy. Truly, I don't see the red flags. Even in my house, if I see something is happening and I don't like, I tell my nanny, yo, this is my space, this is my house, so you have to live by my rule. I don't force anything. I don't give extraordinary rules. Like, I don't give rules that are not realistic or something. People have freedom in this space. People should have freedom. But I think as women, we should stop fooling ourselves by the fact that you need to pray for your husband, you need to pray for your boyfriend, your friends, or so and so. But don't say something and sit down and say it will change. It will never change. You've seen the red flag once, twice, right? It will never change. Even if you kneel down and pray about it, it will never change. So red flags come before time. But let me tell you one thing. I think we like pretending, not seeing the red flags that are there, and trying to justify that we have the very best. We don't have. If you see a red flag, talk about it. And let me tell you, one thing before I go is having or being in a narcissistic space is one of the most terrible thing will ever happen to your life. There is no day things will ever add up in your life. There is no day you will ever progress. If you know what narcissistic means, that's the word I'm meaning. I'm keeping friends. Let me say, keeping friends. No narcissistic person keeps friends. You always have a friend today, the next day they're no longer your friend. Or if they're your friends because you're benefiting from them. Guys, I'll talk until tomorrow. Let me continue having my cup of uji as I still wait for blessings from where they'll come. I need to work hard and get a phone. I think now this is the time. You should stop joking, Pauline. You need to put content and be back. You need to be you. I truly feel good currently. I'm being me. I know how to say when I need to know I'm learning being me. By if it's no, it's no. If it is yes, it's yes. If it's I need this, I truly need it. If I truly don't need this, I truly don't need it. Yeah, so that's me. So guys, see you in the next vlog. I'm hoping next time the next vlog is going to be a video. Let's hope, let's hope, let's hope. So but until the next one, peace out.